Hello, we continue to talk to all of our great coaches and student athletes here on the 2024 Sooner Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Media Day. I'm Jim Powers, Assistant Commissioner of the Sooner, and it's great to go down to Point Lookout, Missouri, our brand new member, and we are so excited to have College of the Ozarks joining us. And with us today is their head coach, Becky Mullis, and one of her outstanding student athletes and a terrific basketball player, Susie Moran. And Susie, first off, how excited are you and your teammates about playing in the Sooner Athletic Conference and some of the great teams that you're going to see this year?
I would say we're all really excited. Like just the competition level that we're gonna get to play up against, and just the different teams that we haven't played against before. But yeah, just a new competition level and just getting to play the teams that are in this conference.
How's the preseason gone for you? And I know you're one of those veteran folks that are on this roster. So talk a little bit about the preseason and how your leadership and what you like to do to help motivate and get everybody going on the same page.
Yeah, I feel like our preseason has been great. Like we've all been working super hard. I feel like just everyone's putting in a ton of extra hours and just working as hard as they possibly can. And I feel like we've meshed really well so far this year. So I think that so far the preseason looks great, and we are getting in the groove with each other. So it's been awesome.
Coach, how excited are you to be joining the Sooner? Such a historic program in NAIA. Now you get to be a part of the Sooner Athletic Conference. How excited are you for your athletes to be able to play in the Sooner?
Well, we're really honored and humbled to have this opportunity. I played 2 years at John Brown back in 98 through 2000 before I came to C of O. And so I have some familiarity. I mean, the teams have changed since then, but there is some similarities. And so I'm excited to be in this conference. It's a long-standing conference with great tradition, especially just on the women's basketball side of things, and other sports as well. But obviously, I'm more familiar with women's basketball. But a high number of teams get into the NAIA tournament every year, and we're just really excited, and we look forward to the competition.
Talk a little bit about Susie and what she brings to the table for you guys. She's a terrific player and does so many things for you. So go ahead and brag on her for a little bit.
Well, she's going to be embarrassed, but I mean, Susie makes us go with her energy. I mean, nobody outplays her competitively. Just how hard she plays, how she wants every rebound, how hard she runs the floor. So we feed off of her energy, and that's a lot on her shoulders. But she has handled it well. I think the thing about her is just her effort, and all the other players try to keep up with her. And so she sets the tone every day. She has a God-given ability on the court, but also leadership wise of just how she builds everyone up and how hard she works, which I know is a testament to her parents and how they raised her. I'm just fortunate enough to get to coach her right now.
And you've got some outstanding young ladies that are going to be a big part of your season this year. Talk about some of those players, some of the veterans in it. I know you've got some new faces that we're going to see a lot throughout the season.
Well, we returned 8 from last year's team that was really successful in our first year, Frank, but we returned 8 players. Right after Susie is Logan Jones. She was a freshman last year and had a great freshman season. Kind of had some injuries and issues, but she had to play 40 minutes almost every game as a freshman, and she was first team all conference. We returned starters in Blythe Benefield, who is a senior, just a strong forward that does a little bit of everything. Another good leader for us. Taylor Rush is a returning starter. She hurt her ankle last year and really it was a tough ankle sprain and just hard for her to come back. So she's getting back to where she was prior to the injury. Abby Linville was a transfer from last year, and so she's kind of like Susie, brings tons of great energy and plays hard. So those are our main returners. Avery Arnold also returns for us, played a lot of minutes last year. And then we had a great recruiting class. I noticed a lot of teams brought in transfers, and traditionally we bring in freshmen, and they work hard and we just build them up. And so we have 5 freshmen coming in this year that I think many of them will play a role for us this year.
And the other thing, and I will be if I would be remiss if I didn't mention, you've got one of the legends as one of your assistant coaches, and Coach Frank. And I had the privilege to announce some of their championship games when he was the head coach at Stratford, and
Okay.
having him has just got to bring a wealth of knowledge, and also they're on the recruiting side of things for how you guys try to build your program, especially bringing freshmen in.
Exactly. And I mean, he played here. He's in the Hall of Fame. His wife played here, and then Kaylee last year played for us and had a great career. So he is very loyal to C of O. He's has tons of knowledge, but he's also a great coach. He's calm. He just brings a great presence. He's got great charisma. He interacts well with our players. He calms me down when I need it. He gives great advice, but he doesn't get offended when I don't take it. So we work well together, but he just cares so much about our players and their well-being and how he can help them on and off the floor. So we are thrilled to have him again. This will be his fourth year, I think, with us. And he's just awesome. I can't say enough good things about him.
And Susie, the system that C of O has, it's a fun system to play in. You guys love to get it and go, get in a transition. How much fun is it for you to play in a system like that that's built kind of for your game?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Just getting to we like to go, we like to get the rebound and run the floor, and I just love the energy and the quickness that we play with. I mean, obviously, like we all just mesh really well together and we play well together, and so I feel like just us trusting each other and knowing how we play, we can just play our game together, and it's awesome. I feel like we do really well there. So
Coach, your non-conference schedule is not an easy four-game non-conference. I mean, you play Evangel, in that like a backyard rivalry, so to say, between you guys, and then Dort, St. Mary, Northwestern. I mean, that's a great non-conference schedule that's going to get you ready for the way you're going to kick off Sooner play, and we'll talk about that here in a second.
And that was intentional. Last year we played a gauntlet, and in our first year back in NAIA, we played Indiana Wesleyan and Campbellsville and Mayville State and Dakota State, Tabor. So all of these great programs, we lost them. They were close, but it gave us a great taste of what the top level is like, and that's a level that whenever we were in the NAIA before, we were right up there at the top. And so I think it was a great measuring stick for us, and it gave us great experience, even though we didn't win those games. But I asked our team. I mean, I've kind of explained the analytics and why we should play good teams, and I said I could, have an opportunity to schedule some of the best. What do you want to do? And they said schedule the best. So Dort, the defending national champions, Northwestern. We've had some terrific games with them over the course of my career here at C of O, playing them in the national tournament, just some great games. St. Mary is new for us, but they've done really well in the KCAC the last few years. And then Evangel, I mean, our first game of the year going up there, brand new facility. It's going to be kind of an electric atmosphere, and it'll be a great experience for us. But I think it'll get us ready for the Sooner, and it just shows us if we want to make a deep run into the NAIA tournament, it will show us the type of teams that we're going to have to face, and it'll be a good measuring stick for us.
And then you look at the conference play, and this year more than ever, and especially with the addition of C of O, we are as deep as we've ever been, top to bottom, and anybody can knock anybody out. And you look at your first two games, you get to go back to Siloam Springs and play John Brown, and then you play Oklahoma City. I mean, there's just not an easy out, especially this year in conference play.
Yes, and we're well aware of that. We've talked about the importance every practice of bringing it and being ready to go and having a productive practice, because that's what the Sooner is going to be like, is night in and night out. Like if we have an off night or aren't ready to play, we will pay the price for that. So just attention to detail in practice, and no matter what happens during the day, bringing it in practice, because I mean, we're going to have to get off a bus. We're going to have 9-10 hour road trips, and we're going to have to be ready to play when we go to Wayland and Panhandle, those long trips. And so I think we will be, but it will be a little different for us, just knowing the level of competition night in and night out.
And Susie, for you, it's just got to be so much fun playing against some of the top players, not only in the Sooner, but in the country with how our conference is. That's got to get you really excited.
It does. I think it gets all of us excited. We love the competition. We love the challenge. And I think that that's kind of what this conference is going to be for us. But we love it and we love to work hard. So we're all really excited.
And I will tell you this much. I came down for the first volleyball match, the first conference match against Oklahoma City, and I was just astounded with the atmosphere. And that's just got to be, Susie, for you, it's got to be so much fun to see the community come out, to see the students come out. That atmosphere for volleyball was fantastic. I can't imagine what it's going to be like for basketball.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. We love to play home. I feel like we bring in a pretty good crowd when we play, and it's a great atmosphere, and it just gets us all super energized, and we love it. So.
And coach, for you, it's got to be so much fun coaching in that type of atmosphere. You got the community support, the university support. That's just got to be fantastic on game nights for you as a coach.
It is. We get fantastic community support. Just a lot of Lady Cat fans around in this area, and that's back when we were in the NAI. That's how it was night in and night out. We would just have these great crowds, and people were really invested in our teams. And I think we're returning back to that, and we're really excited.
Well, guys, I appreciate the time. We are so excited to have College of the Ozarks as a part of the Sooner Athletic Conference family. It's going to be so much fun to watch you guys, and I know for sure I'll definitely be down to catch you guys down at Point Lookout at some point this year. So good luck this year. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you for having us.
The head coach at College of the Ozarks, Becky Mullis, joins us, as well as her great student athlete, Susie Moran. When we come back, we'll continue to talk it over with a lot of our great coaches and student athletes right here on the Sooner Athletic Conference 2024 Women's Basketball Media Day.